how to be consistent, right? And you like this is a like vast topic, right? Like a topic that almost every YouTuber kind of covers when it comes to being consistent in their specific forte, right? But I'm going to be talking specifically about how to be consistent in the gym and keep on seeing gains as you move forward in your lifting career, right? And the first point is really basically can be applied to anything, and the first point is rather me much explaining why you can be consistent in anything in your life, right? Let alone gym. I mean, going to the gym, lifting weights is kind of a hard thing for most people in the beginning stage of the lifting career. So I'm going to explain that finally why are you not consistent, and then again how to fix that, right? So I don't know, like I have like 2 or 3 points that came just off the cuff and I'm making a video about it. So here we go. First point is basically that your dopamine reward system is kind of fucked, right? That's exactly like the phrase that I was looking for. Like your dopamine reward system is kind of fucked. And what I mean by that is, I have to explain a little bit, is that when you go on Instagram, right? When you go on, maybe TikTok for those of you who are watching outside India, when you go on all of these social media apps, or even YouTube Shorts nowadays, when you go on these kind of apps, when you go on these kind of softwares, what they are programming you to do is like scroll, right? They are programming you to scroll every maybe 10 seconds or like 5 seconds, depending upon how long that short form content is, right? And what it is doing is basically rewiring your brain to basically get dopamine hits every single, not I mean every single 5 seconds, right? And the problem with that is anything that is hard working, that requires hard work, and basically delays the outcome, right? I mean, you get the gratification much more later than you putting in the hard work right now. So that's the problem. What it does is that when something is delayed, like the gratification or the results is delayed, you can't focus much, right? Because your brain has been trained to get instant dopamine hits every 5 seconds, right? And that's basically the problem with your lifting career, right? I want you to basically have a paradigm shift in your mentality, is that you'll never see results within 1 month, right? If you're a beginner, if you're someone who is like maybe had some kind of injury in the past, or maybe on and off in the gym, you have a little bit of muscle memory. Yeah, sure, if you train hard enough, if you have good enough muscle mind connection, mind muscle connection, you will see results within 1 month, right? For most of you are beginners, if you are watching this video, if you are a beginner, chances are you'll never see results within the first month, right? Or even the first 2 months, right? Or even the first 3 months if you have been half-assing in the gym. So I want you to have this paradigm shift in your mind, that is, you have to be willing to put in the work without seeing the results in the first place, and make going to the gym enjoyable in the first place, rather than I get it, we all go to the gym for I'm getting jacked, right? But that's a byproduct of your consistency, of your hard work, right? If getting jacked is the only thing you're thinking about, you're obsessing too much about the outcome, right? You're not focusing now, like right now, right? So that's the first point that I think not many people talk about, is like your dopamine system is dopamine reward system is fucked, right? You get instant dopamine hits, you get instant rewards, like like rewards in your brain every single 5 seconds. And that's a problem, right? I mean, compare 5 seconds to basically 1 or 2 or like 3 months, how fuck that is, right? So yeah, that's really the first point, is that train yourself to basically work hard without obsessing over the outcome too much. And just like that, I mean, before you know it, you'll be jacked. And I promise this works, right? You just go to the gym for the sake of enjoying the gym, having a good time in the gym, having a good workout, pushing yourself really hard in the gym. And if that's all you care about, you will get be jacked like this, if you follow the next steps that I'm going to tell you. So the second point that I want to talk about is that decision fatigue. And what I mean by decision fatigue is that for most of your beginners, you don't have a program, right? You don't know the fuck you're going to the gym for, right? Is it for strength training? Is it for hypertrophy training? Or you just want to be fit in general, right? You don't have a plan, right? You don't know what to do. I mean, when you go to the gym in the first place. So that's the problem. So these are all like minor decisions, decisions. Fuck. Anyways, choices that you have to make. That otherwise would have helped you if you already would have made those decisions in the first place, right? And this is really what is known as decision fatigue, right? You are fatiguing your cognitive process by making too much decisions after going to the gym. Okay, now you've arrived in the gym, you don't even know what day it is. I mean, by day I mean chest day, back day, whatever that is. You don't even know like what exercises, what's and how many sets, how many reps you're training. So this is also a problem you need to account for when you are not being consistent in the gym, because you have too much. I mean, you have too much to think about, right? And that's why you think, let it be today. I'll go tomorrow to the gym, no problem. And that's also a problem. Whereas if you have a plan, like if you already have a plan, I mean, from the day before, okay, I'm gonna hit legs tomorrow for this many. I mean, for this many exercises, for this many sets, and this many reps. You already know what are you going to do when you go to the gym, right? And when you go to the gym, you find itself easy. Just do the exercises for this many reps, for this many sets, and you fuck on to your home, right? So yeah, like if you actually think about it, this is one of the biggest problem that you are facing and not being consistent in the gym is like decision fatigue, right? You're thinking about, okay, I might as well go tomorrow, right? It's too much to think about. What I'm gonna do, if I go to the gym, it's no problem. If I'm gonna skip the gym today. Anyways, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go tomorrow. Like, isn't like all of these things you think about whilst going to the gym, and it turns out that you skip the gym that day. So yeah, like these two problems, I think is the biggest problems in you being consistent. And if you basically solve your dopamine reward system, right? And it's basically kind of like a self-improvement thing, which I'm not trying to go too much into, because I'm trying to keep this video, this channel pretty niche, in speaking only about like fitness and health and all of that stuff. Maybe in the future I'll diversify my topic. But anyways, yeah, just train yourself to basically ingest or like input long form content, like unedited content like this. Read books, right? Don't go too much on your social medias, right? And don't scroll, for God's sakes. And that's how you basically train your brain and rewire your brain to basically rewire your dopamine reward system. And that's how you can focus on the hardworking things that does not necessarily give you reward in the first maybe 1 or 2 minutes, right? And once you have solved it, try to plan your entire week beforehand. Monday I'm going to hit chest. Tuesday I'm going to hit maybe pull, back and biceps. Wednesday maybe I'm going to hit legs. For most of you, if you want for me to plan your workout program, and if you're someone who has been going to the gym for maybe 3 to 5 years, or maybe 2 to 5 years, if you're someone who has an intermediate to advanced level lifting career, like if you're in your advanced level lifting career, or maybe like an intermediate lifting career, check the top link in the description. You'll find my workout program that basically removes every decision fatigue that you would come across if you didn't have a program. Follow the program. I've been following it for the past 1.5 year. It has been amazing, right? And that's why I preach it to guys who are intermediate to advanced level lifter. It is definitely not for beginners, right? I will make something for the for beginners, but yeah, check the top link in the descriptions, and I think you'll find the program quite entertaining, quite quite fun. It's like you don't do every single thing every single day. It's not like mundane. It's not like repetitive. It's like a 4-week training program. So yeah, you'll gain muscle super fast, and you'll be strong as an ox by the end of however long you choose to follow this training program. Yeah, like that's all I needed to say for this video. And yeah, I think it's going to be pretty helpful if you watch this video in its entirety. And yeah, peace.